3 daughters-in-law, grandmother to 7 grandchildren. Love the way you say that. She was an insurance agent for 35 years and retired in 2015. She is now a writer, a speaker in small group workshops, a mentor, and life coach. Leslie's experiential life taught her working solutions through her faith, optimism, empathy, and compassion. She has taken her action plan into seminars and will share a taste of that plan with you today. This is Speech 9 from the Competent Communicator Manual, Persuade with Power, 6 to 8 minutes. The title of her speech is Overcoming Challenges with an Action Plan. Leslie Trosper.
Have you any of you had any challenges in your life? Any twists or turns, bumps in the road? Had to go to plan B or maybe plan F? I have. I really have. One day, I came home from work a little early, unexpectedly. I walked in and I found my husband of 38 years, the love of my life, my sweetheart, mother to my 3 sons, in a dress. Oh. Exactly. It was a bit of a shock. A deep breath. A life changer, if you will. How do we go from up here, where life is wonderful? You have a marriage that you would consider a 10 on a happiness scale of 1 to 10. You have your best friend, your lover. Everything is golden. And you take this white knuckler ride, whoop, to the bottom, where all you have is questions. Questions about your questions. Yes, life does have bumps. Life does have twists and turns. But we have to get through them, don't we? We have to find a way. I did. I did, and I came out of it with one of the greatest gifts that I could ever have. But let me tell you about the journey. Because of previous bumps and turns in the road earlier, I had a few ideas, and then I certainly went through more. If you could pass those out. I went through more as I went on my way, and I learned more. And so I came up with my action plan. Now, these are tried and true, I promise you. So what is my action plan? Action, of course. I love Lucille Johnson. I remember years and years and years ago that she said to me, love is an action verb. And I think that we need to recognize action in all things. Oh, believe me, like I said, I had questions upon questions. But there's a time that you have to stop sitting in your bed with your covers over your head, and you have to take action. Talk about the elephant in the room. Do you think this was an elephant in the room? Yes. So I needed to learn to eat that nasty, stinky elephant one bite at a time. And that's my action plan. A. A is for awareness. That was kind of important. 38 years of living with a man, and all of a sudden I wasn't aware of anything. But this had been his life since he was 5 years old. You have to remember, this was pre-Caitlyn Jenner, pre all the knowledge that we have recently of transgenders. I knew nothing. So the first thing we needed to do was become aware. He'd never told a soul. Can you imagine living with that all of your life and not being able to share it with anybody? So I helped him become aware. I helped him have a voice. We researched. We got involved. We found out more for him. Oh, maybe that was a mistake because we opened Pandora's box then a little bit, if you will. But it helped me too to understand. This is very important. You need to go also, I had to be aware how to see what was good in my marriage and what didn't work anymore. Lots of trials. C is for control. You always can find something to grab control of. You're not in control of your life, obviously, but there's one thing that you can find to take control of, and you need to do that. Tenacity. We've all seen people who have chosen to become better rather than bitter. And those people are important. Inspiration. Inspiration was so important to me. Bud and I finally divorced. He needed to go in his own life, but he stayed in my life. He was important to me, but it was sad seeing him sad all the time. So I moved to Utah to start my new life. Through inspiration, I made that decision to do that. 1, you need to recognize you are God's creation. This doesn't mean some things. God helps with all things. Now, this is the most important part. Now, you need to change things now. Start taking that bite of the elephant, that first bite. As was so eloquently stated by our previous 2 speakers, it's a wonderful thing. Bud and I moved on. Our family picture fell off the wall. It shattered. But we replaced it with a beautiful new family picture. The gift that my family and I took from it was unconditional love. Bud died 2 years ago from lung cancer. We keep only the wonderful memories of him with us now. You can move forward. Take action.